Let's see if we can get the trigger group out of this Springfield trapdoor. I'm going to be reworking the stock on this trapdoor here, and I'm going to need to get the trigger group out of this. Now, this is something I have not ever attempted before. I did another video on disassembly, but it doesn't include removing the trigger group on here. Really only recommend pulling these off if you have a really good reason to. If you need to get your trapdoor apart to this point, I can refer you to my other video, but we're going to go ahead and start on this here. We've got two wood screws right here and right here that we're going to have to pull off. You can see on mine there's a little bit of marring on the stock right here, and that looks like somebody has tried to pull this off in the past, or actually did pull it off at some point, and took a little bit of the stock off with it there, which is why you want to be really careful pulling these off here and not prying them. These are both wood screws and not metal screws. That's why we really don't want to pull them out a whole lot. We're just going to take them out slowly, see how they go here. Okay, that is turning a bit there. Going to move this one now before pulling that one all the way out. That one's actually turning pretty easy as well. Yeah, these are coming out pretty nicely. Especially for being 130-year-old wood screws. Out these go. Those both came out pretty nice. Now we're going to see if this trigger group is going to come out or not, because I suspect it may be good and stuck. Okay, you can kind of pull on it there and it's coming. This lower tang here is not wanting to come out, but I do get the front of this. Okay, there we go. All right. There we go. You just kind of rock it and she comes out there. So that came off without a whole lot of trouble, but you can see why you don't want to pull these out all the time, because these wood screws will end up wearing out as you pull them in and out. Well, since I want to get most of the metal off of it, let's go ahead and see if this butt plate will come off or not. Have no idea. I've never tried to remove it. The screws are chewed up a little bit, which makes it look like somebody has attempted this at some point. Again, the screws are coming out really easy. These screws are a lot bigger than the ones that hold the trigger in there, so it's not going to be any chance of mistaking those. This guy. There we go. It was a little difficult to get started, but now she's coming out. Don't see any difference in these two screws either. And we get to see if this will pop off here without messing the thing up. Don't know if this is going to come off easy. Really don't want to pry it off, because I'm going to leave pry marks if I do that. I would sure like to get this off. There we go. I just got my fingernails on it there and grabbed it, and it just popped right off of it there. So that's not real hard to get those off.